Alright. Alright. Hopefully this is working a little bit better. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. We're gonna give this a go. Hello everyone. Hopefully you can hear me a little bit better. We'll see. Not sure. Not sure what everyone thinks yet. But, yeah. I'm going to be doing a small little piece on Paracord today. So, I'm still kind of debating what pattern I'm going to do. I think, given that I don't have a whole lot of Paracord actually on me, it's probably going to be something small like, maybe a diamond or a chevron. So, I'm gonna get started on this and we're gonna see how it goes. Alright. So here. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and move everything around real quick. And I'll show you guys how I'm looking into doing this. After I get them around here just so I don't lose it. Or lose where I'm at anyway. Sorry about the light in the background. I was trying to find a place where you guys could still get light and stuff. And we'll see. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna shrink this camera down and I'm gonna go to my other one, which is right here. So I've got this going right here. It's kind of a sideways view, so sorry if it seems a little bit out of whack here, but I think it'll work a little bit better. But yeah, I just was feeling around with this tonight and went, you know what, that'd be something different to do. I have some Paracord that a friend of mine gave me lying around, and it wouldn't hurt to actually, you know, try to make something with it. So I decided to go for it tonight. Something a little different, something a little new. Hopefully you guys like it. So basically, clove hitch through this key ring I got here. That's pretty much the base of it. Jeez. This poor key ring. This is not a heavy duty key ring, so it's not really holding up very well. I wish I had a more heavy duty key ring, but this will have to do for now. Alright. So I got that going. Let's try to get this to focus. Focus? Maybe? Maybe? Eh, kind of focused. That'll work. Oh, sorry, Loki. Alright, so I'm just gonna clip this to my table here. It's not really gonna work, is it? There we go. That might work. Okay. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do, I think maybe a diamond with this. I think that'll look pretty neat. And with it being such big threads, you guys can really see how I do the pattern a little bit better. Hi Christina, long time no see. How you doing? Sorry, someone popped into the chat who I haven't heard from in a while. It's good to see her. Alright. So, got that all ready to go. Start with my 2 middle. I'm gonna go out. And I think this will look pretty cool as a diamond. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. With it being as small as it is, I think it'll really come together. So we're gonna give it a go here. Hope you guys can see it okay. Trying a different angle. Maybe you guys will be okay with it. It's a little easier on me. I'm not trying to fight the camera for a view. Okay. So that. Ah, that's why. That one. Aha. Alright, so. It's very stiff. It's definitely different from the last, because I did that piece with waxed cotton at one time. And it's not quite like working with waxed cotton. It's a little different. It is definitely a little different. Now that I've gotten here, I'm going to cross these in the middle. And then start weaving back in. It's definitely a bit different working with this material, because I don't need nearly as many to get as thick of a piece. Like normally, to get something this wide, I'm usually using 15 to 20 threads, and I've only got 8 here, and it's making something that wide. It's also kind of hard to tighten down. I think this will work. It's already out there, which means this goes straight out, and this one goes straight out. This is definitely a heck of a lot different. I mean, it's the same, but it's different at the same time, and it's kind of throwing me off. Of course, I had to pick the pattern that I dislike the most, which is diamond. But I figured with the way Paracord is, maybe it'll actually be somewhat easier to do. And yeah, I think it'll look pretty neat once it's done. Alright, I need to pull on. Woohoo! So these other ones here. Keeping everything tight is definitely gonna be an issue here, I think. Keep it so you guys can get a good view of it. Okay. Cross those in the middle. And back we go. How's the view on this? Is this okay? Do you guys like is this an okay view? Because if it is, I might actually do from this angle, because it seems to work out okay. Oh, there's a cat. Hi, Loki. Yeah, I hear ya. Alright, cool. Maybe I have to do some more stuff with the Paracord. Definitely, it's different. It's a lot different than I'm used to. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to turn this into. We'll see. I may end up giving this to my brother in lieu of the kind of the macrame wristband I made for him. Although this is the first time I've ever like woven with paracord, I kind of don't want to give it up. You know? Because that... Okay, there is a bit of a difference between looking at it on camera and looking at it in real life. It actually does look a lot better on camera. I'll be the first to admit it. Maybe it's because it's the lighting or the different angle. I'm not sure. But it does look... That is looking pretty cool. Okay. This is definitely something I'm going to have to do more often. I know I do know the paracord comes in like different weights. So I'm thinking of maybe if I get it in maybe a smaller weight or a smaller gauge, that maybe it'll weave a little bit easier. But for now, it's like, yeah, this is looking pretty freaking sweet right now. Just need to fix a few things. Where are you going? Okay. Whoop. Yeah, it would definitely make a good guitar strap. I do know that there are a few people who do actually do woven guitar straps. One of them has a page on Facebook. She was really kind of the inspiration for me, you know, starting the channel, because she just had the Facebook page, but I thought, you know, if I could maybe get the channel up and running, I could help more people with learning and stuff like that, because she also does like tutorials and stuff like that. But she does them like in person with a class, and I'm like, I don't have... My schedule is crazy. I don't think I could ever get around to doing that. But yeah, I mean, go for it. This would make one heck of a sturdy... it would make one heck of a sturdy... words. Brain not functioning today. It would make a very sturdy guitar strap. You definitely want it quite a bit wider, so maybe instead of 8 threads, you might want to do, see, probably about 3 times as wide. So 8, 16, yeah, so like 24 paracord, probably. The only thing is that I really don't see this going through, if you're planning on it being adjustable, this will not go through an adjuster very well, I don't think. So that's really the only downside I could see to using this material. Overall, I mean, overall it's weaving pretty good. I may have to get more paracord. This has definitely been interesting. I wasn't sure if the diamond would work out as well as it did, but it's working out pretty well. I'm kind of surprised how well it's working out with this. Oh gosh, that's stiff. This is not flexible. Very flexible at all. God does look pretty good. I'll keep working on it a little bit, but I just have to move it a little bit. I had another clip somewhere. I've kind of misplaced all my clips. I'm not quite sure where they're all at anymore. Eh. Let's see if I can get this to... Nope, that's not gonna work. Alright. Let's see if I can get this. Okay, let's see if that works. For now, anyway. Alright, I'm actually going to get one more thing because I'm afraid this is going to like pop off and fly everywhere. So I'm going to get one thing, make sure it doesn't do that. The joys of working with weaving is that you always need a little extra something. Well, anything really gains flexibility with usage, to be honest. But initially, it's very stiff initially. I'm just putting this little C-clamp that my dad doesn't know that I stole these from him. But he doesn't really do much carpentry anymore, so I got these little clamps from him. Or I raided his wood shop and got them from him. So that will definitely make sure that doesn't come flying off anytime soon. If it does, well, whoops. But yeah, Paracord does kind of gain flexibility over time. And then this will probably loosen up with time. But right now, it's pretty stiff right now. Which, in a way, actually kind of makes it a little easier to work with. So, I mean, it works, I guess. Definitely a bit faster. Of course, I'm not dealing with nearly as many threads as I usually do. definitely a lot of tightness control going on. Definitely leaves quite a bit quicker. I'm also wondering how this will work with any of the other patterns. Because I really don't see this working very well with any of my interlocking patterns like Arrowhead and the more complicated ones. I really don't see it working very well with those. So I think if I keep using Paracord, I think I'm going to stick with this more simple ones like the Diagonal and Chevron and Diamond. I don't think this would work very well with an interlock. That does look pretty cool though, doesn't it? Alright, good night, Christina. Thanks for joining us. This is definitely going a lot quicker than I thought it would. And look at that, I'm already off camera again. Aw, thanks, Christina. Definitely tougher on the fingers, too. Alright. Yeah, it's pretty tough on the hands. I mean, it weaves pretty well, as you can see here. I mean, it weaves well, but it's constantly having to pull it and keep it tight and adjust it. My fingers are getting sore. Oh, man. It's just, it's getting to me. It's definitely an interesting material to weave with. I'm guessing maybe, because I know it comes in, if I got something a little bit thinner, I think it'd be a little easier to work with. As a whole, yeah, paracord for weaving. If you want to go for it, go for it. I mean, I'm not having too many problems with it other than having to constantly try to keep it tight. Yep, pretty much. I think I'm just gonna close this off real quick. Alright. So that's the end of that. Alright. So that's that. Got a pretty good bit out of that length. It's about 1.5 feet long. Pull it up a little close to the camera. Maybe, if that'll work. Come on, focus, please. Close enough. Okay. Yeah. Wave is pretty good, pretty consistent. Well, it was a little difficult. I'm gonna pop this up to. I'll pop up in my face cam here. So yeah, you guys can see just about how much I got. As you can see, got quite a bit out of that. Now I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's not quite long enough to make a lanyard. Yeah, not quite long enough. It's not nearly long enough for a lanyard. But, yeah, that'd be a good start of one. So now I just got to kind of figure out how I'm going to tie this off. Which, since it's Paracord, there's a nice little factor about Paracord with the fact that it's plastic, pretty much. So it melts, and you can use that to your advantage when tying it off. Which I think I'm going to... Yeah, I may go ahead and end up doing that. Because I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to tighten this up a little bit. Try to anyway. I'm going to do the old, or try to do. Kind of the old like friendship bracelet knot things here for the ends, or at least to tie these two ends together. Maybe. Nope. Okay, can't do that. Not quite long enough. Yeah, this is gonna be a little interesting to try to figure out. Okay. Well, these two definitely need to tie, so. I will say that could be a potential downside to using Paracord, is that since it's so thick, it could be a little harder to tie off. Just a little, you know. But, yeah. I wonder if I could figure out how to... Nah, I don't think so. Before test, that's not bad. I think I will go ahead and just tie everything off with some sort of knot and call it a night. And do a square knot. And then I'll heat it up to kind of melt it a little bit to keep it in place. It won't, I don't know. It's not going to be really pretty, is it? I don't think there's really any good way to tie this off. Unless I just melt it all. Which I could do. Because unlike acrylic, this will actually melt into like a melted plastic and bond together. So I could technically just melt all this together at the end and snip it off if I wanted to. But I don't want to because I don't want to lose it. If it comes undone, I don't want to lose it. So I think I'm gonna... Alright, one more in. Okay, so there's that. Tie this off, maybe. Or heck with it. Which one's my longest one? You. It's a good one for it to be. So I'm just going to tie this off with a loop at the end here. Then once I tie all this off, I had another one. I have no idea what happened to it. Alright, then needless to say, don't try this at home, kids. Didn't want to go that far. My bad. But yeah, fun part of working with Paracord. Again, do not try this at home. It's hot plastic, it will burn you. This is just the easiest way to ensure that this doesn't all like come undone and start fraying super bad. There we go. And since that is all melted together, it should not come undone. And yeah, there we go. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's something. Maybe I'll put my keys on it and then I'll like never lose my keys ever again. So, yeah, for the first time working with Paracord, that's pretty sharp looking. I like that. I like how this turned out. I think next time I'm going to do a couple of things. One, I'm definitely going to get, I think I'm going to probably go to Ace, because if you go to the automotive section at Ace, they have all sorts of key rings. Different sizes, different gauges, most of them like more lineared. I think I'll do the same thing I did here, but I'll stick with the 8 threads. Only I'll start both things from the key ring, and then I'll just tie them together and join them in the middle. Tube's not receiving enough video? How are you not receiving enough video? Hold up, sorry. Sorry if my video's acting weird. Apparently, what I was afraid would happen is happening, and my encoder is not talking to YouTube. So if it starts kind of buffering on you, I'm sorry. But, yeah. YouTube and my computer are not communicating very well right now. Apparently. So I apologize for that. But, yeah, that's a pretty good one. Okay, well, as long as you can still see me, that works. But, yeah. That turned out pretty good, I think. Yeah. Alright. So there's that one. That's pretty cool. Definitely I'll have to have a couple more goes at that. Alright. I didn't get to really work on it a whole lot last time, so I'm gonna work on my beaded piece a little bit, since I already have beads on there and you guys don't have to sit there and watch me try to get beads on there. So I'm going to work on that one for a little bit. Yeah, it has been off the dowel for quite a little bit now, and I kind of just want to get it done. I'm getting tired of stringing beads. The latest tube of beads that I got for it, the hole is, I mean, because whatever, I mean, manufacturing, stuff like that, nothing is ever the same. So, yeah, I mean, nothing's ever really the same on, you know, when you're buying supplies and stuff like that. So, the first tube of beads I got for this project, I really didn't have any problems with. Everything ran smoothly, it was fine. The second tube I got, I keep running into beads that it's too small to be threaded. It's kind of frustrating. But, I guess I've gotten used to it after a little bit. But, yeah. Still coming along pretty nicely. I think, anyway. So I'll work on that for a little bit. So I'll try to get it centered here, try not to move it around too much. Or try not to bump my camera too much anyway. The arm is sitting right here next to my shoulder here, so if I momentarily bump the camera, I am sorry. also need to kind of just do one more thing. That way I'm not craning my neck to see everything. That's better. Now I can actually see the chat and not be craning my neck all the way behind me. So that works. I keep telling myself, someday I'll have an actual studio for this. Someday. Don't know when someday will be, but someday. Which is like, it's hard for me to stay positive about that kind of a dream, because I'm a very pessimistic person by nature. So staying positive about that kind of stuff is very difficult for me. I'll get it figured out. Trying to make it a little more comfy here for me. Sorry about the camera, it's not really focusing for some reason. Yeah, this one's turning out pretty good. I've been pretty happy with it. focus, please. Let's go. I forgot how much slower this one went. It's mostly because I had to stop. Put the beads in place. Keep going. Yeah. Worth it though. Alright. I think it's time for a break. I think I'm gonna call it there for the night. My wrist is starting to kill me. I'm guessing the paracord was a little tougher than I anticipated, but hey. Sometimes it's just, yeah, sometimes you just gotta know when to call it quits. But, hopefully, next week I'll be on the same time. I do have something going on next Saturday, so I don't know if I will make it or not. If I don't make it Saturday, I'll definitely try to do a video on Sunday. But if it doesn't work out, I mean, I got a work function going on that I gotta go to. So, yeah, that you know, what time I get home from that depends on whether or not I'll hop on Saturday night and get a video done. So, yeah, thanks for joining me tonight. Really was nice talking with everybody. And, hopefully I'll see you guys same time next week. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. And I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And thanks for joining me. Toodles.